Well, tonight was fun because I just got to watch My Tutor, an 80s sex comedy that I've never seen, and I love me a good cheeseball 80s sex comedy, and that's exactly what this was. So you may remember just recently I picked up the actual single disc release, and as it turns out, because one of you guys mentioned, I actually have it in this Too Cool for School collection put out by Mill Creek. I did not realize that that movie was in here, and as such, I actually took that single disc release and sold it on the store, and I did check. It is the same exact transfer, so you're not getting a better transfer if you have the single disc release. It's the same thing. So anyway, the movie was a lot of fun. Again, an 80s sex comedy, all about this rich kid who is failing his French class, and he wants to get into I think like Stanford or some big school like that his dad like talked him into, even though he really doesn't want to go to that school. He wants to be an astronomer. But anyway, so he's going to go to this school, but he has to pass his French class. So his dad orders this French tutor to come and help him out. Well, of course, it turns out the French tutor, who's a little bit older, is like this super hot smoking babe who likes to skinny dip in their pool at night, and sure enough, he catches her doing that, and yada, yada, yada. One thing leads to another, and of course, they strike up a romance, and they're banging and all kinds of stuff, and again, fun teenage 80s sex comedy craziness ensues. I do not understand why this kid and his friends are having such a hard time getting laid. Well, okay, I understand why his friends are having a hard time getting laid. One of them played by Crispin Glover. Yeah, they're all kind of nerdy like that. Except for him, this kid's rich and fairly attractive. I mean, he's got muscles. He's a good-looking dude. You know, he obviously gets the tutor. I just can't figure out why he's having a hard time getting the chicks. His friends, I get. They're kind of nerdy, and the stuff they do is kind of ridiculous. But this guy seems to kind of be down with it. He doesn't seem to go in for that, like, nerdiness stuff they do. They keep thinking, oh, we're gonna go here, we're gonna do this, we're gonna go to like a strip club, we're gonna go to like a mud wrestling competition and stuff, and the other kid's kind of like, why would I want to do that? So why this kid can't get laid, I don't understand, but apparently he can't until he meets this tutor, and then, well, now he's getting it every night, so lucky him. So anyway, kind of crazy. All the, the craziness ensues that you would expect. She has this ex-boyfriend who's kind of going after her, and, there's a wildness there. At the end of the movie, there's kind of like, well, is it going to work out? Is it not? Because she's going off to France, and, she's older, and he did pass his test, so now he's going to go off to college, but at the same time, he has this other girl who is his age from his class that he kind of likes, and should he go after her because she might actually like him, and, he's really never talked to her before, so, what's going to go on here? And all in all, it's a fun movie, and I would recommend it. If you like just cheesy teenage sex comedies, and one that surprisingly stars, again, Crispin Glover, which I thought was pretty cool. When he showed up, I was like, hey! I thought it was pretty awesome. That was pretty cool. I was like, hey, it's Mr. McFly. Great. So awesome. I thought this movie was pretty good, and again, if you love just cheesy 80s sex comedies, My Tutor is one to check out. I don't really have much more to say about it. It is what it is. It's pretty straightforward, but it was actually really good, and I think underrated. A movie that I definitely think deserves more praise in this kind of like sex comedy, 80s sex comedy category than it gets. So My Tutor, check it out.